All right, everybody, we are back and we're going to talk about this because I did some research for you. I've put out a few videos. This is one of the videos I put out. We talked about this long bed Silverado. I've talked about a lot of the work trucks. I've done like 4 videos on work trucks and you guys seem to love them, but the consensus is the price is too high. So we did some diving in and we got some things we're going to go through on this video for you. This is a video that I shot where I was actually, it was a review of this was a review on a 2025 Silverado Trail Boss, but I actually went up there to review this truck because I saw it the night before, and the next day it was gone. It was like, here it is. And he's like, no, you can't review it. It's already sold. Customer's on his way to pick it up. So we did kind of do a quick little walk around on it. And then I've also done this video on the same exact truck with the Turbo Max and the short bed. This one here was the one that you guys were all about. This was the 4-wheel drive version with the 5.3 V8 in it. But on that video and this video and every video that I put out about these work trucks, everybody's like, should be $25,000, should be $30,000. That's all I hear. Should be, his price is way too high. Should be $30,000 truck. Well, guess what? We dove into it. Let's take a look at what our findings are, what we're really seeing here on these. Now, we're going to do Ford and we're going to do Ram on another video because I am curious, but we got enough stuff in here. So let's take a look. So we go over here to Chevys. This is 2025s. So we're looking at it. We're going to take a work truck. We're going 4-wheel drive option. Now, we will take a look at a 2-wheel drive too, but 4-wheel drive option of this starts at $45,785. So $46,000. That's where a lot of you guys had problems. That's where your attitude was, and I get it. Now, this is for the 5.3 V8, and you can see it's a $2,000 upcharge from the Turbo Max 4-cylinder, which I love that 4-cylinder, don't get me wrong, but you guys want the V8. I'm here to do what you guys want. Me personally, I would buy it with that 4-cylinder all day long. But the 5.3 V8, 10-speed transmission, your $2,000 more puts you at $45,000. Now, if we go to 2-wheel drive, that's going to drop it down pretty significantly. That drops it down $4,000. So it's a pretty big upcharge for 4-wheel drive if you don't need it. And many people in a work truck do not need it. Now, if you're going to use this vehicle, put a camper topper on there, so put a topper on it and then set up the back end for sleeping in. You're going to use this for a hunting or exploring truck. You're going to want the 4-wheel drive. Many people that are moving drywall and paint supplies and things like that, using it for actual contractor stuff, 2-wheel drive will be fine. You're looking at $41,000 for a MSRP on this. So let's go back to the 4-wheel drive version here though, because I do believe that's what most people will probably be looking for. And you're looking at $45,785. If we compare that, so call it $46,000, we compare that to the same truck in a short bed crew cab, we're at $50,000. So it's a $3,000 difference. It's $3,000 less than getting a crew cab short bed version, which we see right here, versus getting this long bed single cab with the same motor, same setup. So you can see a difference in there. $3,000 difference. You lose the whole cab, but you gain the bed. Makes sense. It makes perfect sense, and it's there. We understand that. How do these things stack up price-wise in the real world is what matters. Again, we're not paying attention to this one because this is no longer your work truck. According to you guys, this becomes a grocery getter and it serves no real purpose in the world whatsoever today. Yet it is the #1 selling style truck by far, hands down. I understand where you're getting at and why this one is the dream truck that so many people are going after and want. Rubber floor, simple in design, as simple as it gets. It makes perfect sense. We dive into that and we see it. There's no doubt about it. This thing's amazing. And I've done, like I said, the full video reviews on this where I can show you this one here. I'll link these at the end for you. I'll put them in, but you can see the end of, what's the sticker on this one? $47,000 is what the sticker price was on this one too. Down there at the bottom, we're seeing it somewhere here. Come on, bounce around. $42,000. This is with the Turbo Max in it. This has got the Turbo Max in there, and you can see the setup, and then we go to the inside of this thing and show you all of that. And like I said, it's an amazing truck. There's no doubt about it. The rubber floor, the setup, I show you what's behind the seats. It's a great video. We'll show you what we got going on in here. And I love the tri-fold, or the fold-down center console seat in here as well, too. And you can get that with all these brands, every single one of them. So beautiful setup. What are we seeing real world number-wise? Well, let's go. I went over here to Auto Trader, Went to Auto Trader. We typed in 2025 Silverado WT 1500, and I wanted it four-wheel drive. We will check the two-wheel drive. But look, I went nationwide, 2025 to 2025. WT, did not pick any special packages. Made sure I selected new. All-wheel drive for the four-wheel drive option, a regular cab, a long bed, and then I went ahead and I picked a displacement of 5 to 5.9 because that's where the 5.3 liter is going to fit. Had I wanted to see what the four-cylinder would do, I would have picked a 2 to 2.9 because that's where the 2.7 is. If they offered it in a 6.2 V8, they don't, but if they did, I would have put here. If I wanted to see the diesel, which they don't offer, I would have went to 3 liter here. See how this works, how you're using this here to narrow down your search to find exactly what you're looking for. And that's what we did. So what do we got here? We got 1,042 of them. That's a lot for a 2025 that just came out. Look at that. That's a lot of these long bed four-wheel drive. That is a ton of them out there. So that's a very good thing. They're on a lot of lots. They're in a lot of places, and they're readily available for you. We went sort lowest price. What do we look at what we're seeing for prices on these? Guess what? All of you guys, that truck should be 30 grand. It is 30 grand. Look at it. 32.3, 30, 32.9, 32.9, 33, 34, 34, 34. This is four-wheel drive with a V8 and a long bed standard cab. 34, 34, 35, 35, 36, 36. So if you were to average this out over the whole thing, you're basically, this whole first page alone, you're looking at $35,000. $35,000 for a four-wheel drive, single cab, long bed, 1500 with a V8 motor in it. Let the reality of that sink in. The prices on these trucks are actually pretty phenomenal. Somebody's going to chime in, no, it should only be $25,000. Well, you're right, it should only be $8,000. Okay, but realistically, what you're getting for this truck, you know, and everybody wanting it so bad, this is a pretty dang good deal. These are pretty good trucks. There's some pretty good numbers running here. Look at the difference in cost in here. Okay, we're literally talking $12,000 difference. Look at, I mean, this is pretty impressive when you do the math. Let's just click on one and see here. Here it is right here. $13,250 off. Now people also say, that's all fake, that's all clickbait. They do that to get you in there. You know what? Maybe for some, maybe for others, but it gives you a good idea of what you can negotiate to. It gives you a good idea what they're willing to let it go for, and it gives you a good idea, like a goal to aim for. Okay, so maybe you won't get the $13,250 off, but if you get 11 grand off, you're doing all right. Okay, see what I'm getting at here? It's got some serious value to it. And these trucks, these work trucks, they're holding. They're here. There's a ton of them available, and they're priced right. What about the two-wheel drive version? We go over here. Same exact thing as I showed you, same exact setup. The only thing different is here I selected rear-wheel drive instead of all-wheel drive. See how great Auto Trader is and how well this works and how you can pinpoint, dial down, and check all this stuff? Well, what do we got here? 2025s. They're not making a ton of them yet. We got 574 of these. Look at the prices here. Under $30,000 for a V8. You see that? Selected 5 to 5.9, long bed, regular cab, rear-wheel drive, WT 2025. $28,000 for a long bed, single cab, V8 pickup truck today. $30,000 all day long. Okay, so let the reality of that sink in. These are available at that prices. And again, $13,000 off when you look at these. 12.7, 13 grand off on these kind of trucks. So there is a lot of them available. Their deals are phenomenal. That one's even got nice upgraded wheels. Did you see that on there? Will it take me back to it? Look at that. That's pretty, you know, those ones there, they even did the wheel upgrades on them. And versus this, here's your steel wheels. Here, you're even getting some fancy upgraded wheels on it. Check those out. Looks nice. So there's that's what got, and also has the safety package. So like I said, deals are here. Deals are out there. They're not going to be a problem for you to find. Now, what if we go to, just for kicks, let's jump over here and see if we can mix in let's go 2024 and see what's available. Same thing, so let's just change this to 2024 and let's go to 2024 here and see what happens. Everything else the same. We got 620 of them. As the prices are coming in any better? Now, prices are actually a little bit more for a 2024. How about that? Pretty interesting when you kick that idea around. Look at that. Yet everybody thinks, you know, well, 2024, I should get a better deal. We're two-wheel drive. Look at the prices. We just went from 28 and 30,000 to 35 and 36,000 for a 2024 versus a 2025. We'll go back and do that one more time just so people don't think that we're messing with them here. We'll go in and come on. I want 2025. Why is it not giving me 2025 now? It makes zero sense whatsoever. Anyway, if we're not getting 2025 back on this one. But what about here? So let's check this one. We got 1,042 2025s. Let's see if we drop to 2024, what happens here. 2024. I know why the other one didn't work either because I didn't change the maximum year yet. But hold on. We only got 78 of these. Okay, this is for the four-wheel drive version. All-wheel drive, four-wheel drive. But look at some of these ones. Couple of deals here. 34, 35, 36. Not too bad on this one. 10 grand off. Not as good as the 2025s, but still some deals available. And you can see they sell them quick. There's only 78 across the country. Nationwide. We're on nationwide. So there you go. Chevy Silverado 1500 V8 work truck, long bed, two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive. Tons of them available. Priced anywhere around the $30,000 mark. You can't really argue with that. It's a pretty dang good deal. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, and we will do this with Ram and Chevy real soon as well too. And we'll break it down, and then we'll do some comparisons between them. So any questions, comments, put them below. And I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.